look how the God who made the heaven and earth came down and served us. He served us. Can the man at the top serve the man at the bottom? Can a boss, master serve the slave? Ask Jesus. He'll tell you, yeah, I've done it. I've shown it to you how to do it. I left my glory. I left my position. I left my place and came down and served you. I looked after your welfare. I cared for you. I wanted you to have peace. I wanted you to have blessings. I wanted you to come up. I wanted you to be blessed, delivered, healed, saved, forgiven. I did that for you. Yeah, a boss, the biggest boss in the world, served the worst slaves. That is what the story is all about, right? So we can understand very well, masters, you do the same. In other words, he's saying, hey, you do the same, not just the same as the servant did for you, but you do the same as Christ did. You do the same. You do the same thing as Christ did. So as a big boss, he served the lowest slaves. And then by coming down, he became like one of us. Took on humanity, became like one of us. Like slaves, he became. Now he's at the bottom. He's one among us. And look at how he serves his father, the boss. He says, I do not speak anything, or I do not say anything unless my Father speaks it and my Father says it. It is my meat to do the will of the Father who sent me. I do not operate on my own. I don't live for myself. I have no agenda of my own. I'm not going anywhere, doing anything, speaking anything because I want to. I do everything based on what the Father wants me. Look at what kind of a service that was. As God of heaven and earth, creator, he came down and served us. And then, becoming like a servant, he serves God and his will. God says, go to the cross and die, and he's ready to die. So, if you're a boss, here is the wonderful example. You have a boss in heaven who demonstrated to you and I, as bosses, how we should be bosses. What kind of a boss we should be. We should be a boss like him. We should serve, a serving boss. Hello? We can have all the titles and everything, but we must be serving. Work, even if you're a boss, is service. That's what work is. That's what it is to a Christian because of his perspective, because of his view of work. It is service. Where did I learn it? I learned it from Christ. How did he say it? He showed it. He served me. Who am I? I was a sinner and he served me. Because of him, I am forgiven, healed, delivered. I'm a child of God today. So as bosses, we serve. And how about slaves? How about being in the bottom rung of society? You know, here he is your example also. If you're down at the bottom, here is Jesus your example. See how he lived and how he served his Father. That is how you serve your boss. What about if you're in the middle? Most of us are in the middle somewhere. We're neither in the top or at the bottom. A lot of people are somewhere in the middle. If you're in the middle, be happy because you can serve those at the bottom and you can serve the ones at the top. For both, Jesus is your example. You want to know how you serve others who are below you? Look at Jesus. Every page of the New Testament shows how to serve like Jesus. You want to serve those at the top? Look at the New Testament. Jesus shows how he served his boss, God the Father. Do just like him.